Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and welcome to the AFC House, the home of Asian football right here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My name is Zhong Huan Wan and I'm thrilled to guide you through what promises to be an unforgettable event this afternoon. Very shortly, the official draw ceremony for the AFC Champions League 2023-24 knockout stage will reveal the thrilling match fixtures that we have been waiting for. 16 teams have made it through the group stage, which kicked off in September and concluded earlier this month. And they are set to continue their journey in the knockout stage. Let's take a moment to dive into the heart of the action from the group stage and relive the magic. That sure did bring back some fantastic memories from the group stage. Plenty of high-quality football action right there, and we cannot wait for the knockout stage. And of course, I'm sure the teams cannot wait to discover their next opponents, starting with the round of 16, which will be played in February next year. Now, as we get ourselves ready for the main event, I encourage you to turn your attention to the screen. This is how the destiny of our teams will be decided in the AFC Champions League knockout stage.
AFC Champions League 2023-2024 Draw Mechanism Knockout Stage. Participating clubs. 16 clubs will participate in the AFC Champions League 2023-2024 Round of 16. There will be 8 clubs, each from the West and East regions. ACL West Region. The following 8 clubs have qualified to the round of 16 by virtue of finishing as the winners of their respective groups and best second-placed clubs among all groups of the West region. ACL East Region. The following 8 clubs have qualified to the round of 16 by virtue of finishing as the winners of their respective groups and best second-placed clubs among all groups of the East region. Mode of competition. The 16 clubs will be drawn into 8 pairings where each club shall play 1 home match and 1 away match against their opponents to determine the winner. The 8 winners of the round of 16 shall play in the quarter-final with the first leg of each pairing hosted by the winners of round of 16, 1, 3, 5, and 7 respectively. The 4 winners of the quarter-finals will qualify to the semi-finals with the first leg of each pairing hosted by the winners of quarter-final 1 and quarter-final 3 respectively. The winners of the semi-finals will advance to the 2-legged final to be played first in the East venue, followed by the West venue. Draw principles. Pot allocation. There will be 2 pots in each region. Pot 1 containing the group winners and Pot 2 containing the second-placed clubs. The clubs will be allocated into the pots according to their position in the group. Group protection. Participating clubs from the same group during the ACL 2023-2024 group stage shall not be drawn against each other in the round of 16. Draw procedure. The draw will commence from the ACL West region, followed by the ACL East region. In order to have an even number of balls in each pot, a random ball will be drawn from pot 1 and placed in pot 2 at the beginning of the draw. Thereafter, the draw will be conducted in accordance with the following sequence: pot 2, pot 1. The first to fourth balls drawn from pot 2 shall be placed into the positions of Team A of round of 16 1, 2, 3, and 4 matches respectively and host the first leg matches. The first to fourth balls drawn from pot 1 shall be placed into the positions of Team B of round of 16 1, 2, 3, and 4 matches respectively and host the second leg matches. In order to apply group protection, as stated in draw principles, participating clubs from the same group during the ACL 2023-2024 group stage shall not be drawn against each other in round of 16. The group protection shall apply not only to the drawn club, but also to the other clubs still to be drawn. This is due to the permutations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. The same procedures apply for the ACL East region respectively. This shall conclude the draw for the AFC Champions League 2023-2024 season knockout stage.
Now that everyone knows how the draw will take place, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage our draw conductor for the afternoon, Mr. Shin Mang-gil, the AFC Deputy General Secretary of Competitions and Football.
Thank you, Jong-won. Datuk Seri Winjo-jon, AFC General Secretary and representative from participating clubs, and the members of media, football fans watching this draw online. And ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon from Kuala Lumpur, and thank you for joining us today afternoon. From 40 clubs in the group stage matches to now 16 clubs in a knockout stage draw, it has not been an easy process for them to reach this stage. Therefore, we must give them our congratulations. And as you will see, we have some clubs who appear in this knockout stage of Champions League for the first time ever, while there are also some familiar names and traditional big names with us today. Before we proceed further, as explained in the draw mechanism video, I will have a random draw from this pot 1, then I will move that club to pot 2 to ensure the equal number of the teams across these two pots. The club from pot 1 that will move to pot 2, FC Nasaf. And now I will put this FC Nasaf into pot 2. Now we have 4 clubs each in pot 1 and pot 2. Now let's have a look at the teams who have qualified at this stage of the Champions League. have an interesting mixture of the teams in Part 1 and Part 2 for the West region. As explained by the video, let me start the draw from this Part 2. As mentioned, the clubs from Part 2 will be placed in Team A position of round of 16 matches, match number 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first club from Part 2, they will go to Team A of round of 16 match number 1, that is FC Nasaf. FC Nasaf qualified for knockout stage as a top of the group with 3 wins in the group stage matches. And the second club, Team A of round of 16 match number 2, Al Faya FC from Saudi Arabia, qualified from knockout stage in its debut season. Next club, Team A of match number 3 in round of 16 matches, Sepan SC from Islamic Republic of Iran. It is a runner-up of Champions League in 2007. Last club from Part 2, Navajo from Uzbekistan, also qualified to knockout stage in its debut season in our Champions League. Now draw moves to Part 1. We'll pair the teams from Part 1. The first club from Part 1, that is Al Ain from UAE, the winner of AFC Champions League in 2002 and 2003 season. Next club, Al Nasser from Saudi Arabia, undefeated teams in the group stage and qualified to knockout stage as the top of the group. And it will play against Al Faya in a round of 16 matches, match number 2. The next club is Al Hilal SFC, 4 times winner of our Champions League, one of the most successful clubs in our Champions League history. It goes to match number 3 of round of 16, play against Sepan. The last club from Part 2, play against Navajo, that is Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia, and 2 times champion of our Champions League in 2004 and 2005 season. Now draw will move to East. As we have done for the West, I will have a random draw from this Part 1, and I will move the club to Part 2. The club who will move to Part 2 is Bangkok United. Now we have 4 clubs each in Part 1 and 2. Let's take a look at the clubs who qualified from the East. As we have done for the West, we'll start the draw from pot 2 of the East, and the clubs from pot 2 will go to Team A position of round of 16 matches, match number 5, 6, 7, and 8. The first club from East is Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors from Korea Republic, 2 times champion of our Champions League in 2006 and 2016. The second club going to match number 6 of round of 16, that is Ulsan Hyundai FC, also 2 times champion in 2012 and 2020. And the next club for match number 7, Team A is Shandong Taishan FC from China Republic, quarter finalist in Champions League 2005. The last club from pot 2, hosting the first leg of match number 8 of AFC Champions League East, is Bangkok United, the only club from Thailand in the knockout stage. Okay. Now, the draw for pot 1. The first club from pot 1 is Pohang Steelers from Korea Republic, 3 times winner of our Champions League and runner-up of our Champions League in 2021. Next club is Kawasaki Frontale, undefeated team from the group stage with the highest score of 17 goals. But due to the group protection, Kawasaki Frontale will move to match number 7, playing against Shandong Taishan FC from China. The next club is Benfre Kofu, qualified to knockout stage in their debut season, and they are making new history, the first ever, the second division club team to qualify knockout stage of our Champions League. They will play against Ulsan, and they will host the second match in a knockout stage. And the last club to play against Bangkok United, that is Yokohama Marinos, qualified as a group winner and J-League runner-up in this season. Now, this concludes the draw for knockout stage of Champions League 2023 and 2024. I wish you all the best for the participating clubs. Floor back to you, Jungwon.
Thank you, Shin. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for the moment you've been waiting for. The knockout stage draw results for the AFC Champions League 2023-24. We've unveiled the 8 round of 16 ties, and each promises to be a clash of titans. From potential rivalries to unexpected matchups, the stage is set for football greatness. Let me recap the draw results. From the West region, we have round of 16, the first tie match between FC Nasaf from Uzbekistan and Al Ain from UAE. And the second tie will be from Al Fayha FC from Saudi Arabia and Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia. And for the third matchup, we'll have the Sepahan SC from Islamic Republic of Iran and Al Hilal SFC from Saudi Arabia. For the final match of the West region, we have the Nabahor from Uzbekistan versus Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia. Moving on to the East region, The first tie will be a match between Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors versus Pohang Steelers, both from the Korean clubs. And the second tie will be Ulsan Hyundai versus the Ventforet Kofu from Japan. The third one will be Shandong Taishan from China versus Kawasaki Frontale. And the last one will be a match between Bangkok United and Yokohama F. Marinos. All of those matches look equally exciting, and I'm sure that all of us cannot wait for the AFC Champions League 2023-24 to resume next year. To our dedicated fans, stay tuned for the AFC digital channels for exclusive content and updates. And don't forget to download the AFC's official mobile app, AFC Live. As we wrap up today's ceremony, I extend our thanks to those who have tuned in today. Your passion fuels the excitement of Asian football, and we cannot wait to see you when the AFC Champions League resumes in February. Until then, goodbye for now.